So I'm playing Room 25. It's a bit of a survival game. It's kind of an escape room sort of thing, except it's done up like a bit like the movie The Cube. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's a fantastic film, by the way, if you ever get the chance. But yeah, you've got essentially these patterns, all these grids going through, but and as you can see, those ones haven't been revealed. Those ones have been revealed. Each room has a different ability, different technique. Your characters are pretty much all the same sort of thing. Like they only do the same stuff. They don't have any special unique powers or anything. But you choose their actions using these action tiles. And it's kind of got a programming element. You use these tiles to program. You get two actions per turn, and you sort of you place them on top of each other, and then turn one, you turn the tile over, you do the action. Turn two, turn the tile over, do the action. Now, I'm doing a one-player scenario, so I don't have to worry about sort of I don't have to do the programming per se. I just choose the actions. But I have to say, as a one-player game, like you've got this tracker thing, which is fantastic. Like, watch this. This is how you track turns. Sorry, it's a little bit fiddly, but 8 turns. That's it. That's what that gives you. 8 turns. And the way it works is everyone has their turn. They do their actions. And you go what? It counts down beautifully. It just counts it down really well. I really like that feature. It's great. This one-player game, I liked it. I thought it worked really well. It was puzzly. I didn't solve it. I couldn't solve it. You have actions you can do. You can move all the tiles, and then they jump down. So you can shift this whole line across. But we're all trying to get to here. You have to find it first. That's the challenge, and each room presents a different challenge. So it's a good little game. Good little game. I guess I'm looking at a few different co-op games, and this is co-op, but it's also semi-co-op. So there's different scenarios you can play in the game where you can take on different roles, and people can play against each other. But for the most part, it's co-op. As a one player, it's definitely co-op. I'm trying to understand co-op games, so this is going to become sort of my designer diary, I guess. Simply because one of the conditions Ricky had on us designing a game together was that it wasn't like a hard and fast rule. It didn't have to be co-op, but he likes co-op, and I think that's important to try and include that. It's the more I try to look at how to design a co-op game, the harder it gets. It's really sorry, I'm not 100% in terms of my voice is a bit off. I'm a bit chesty. But I just, it's so hard to try and work out how the team should work together. And I'm actually struggling with that. I think I'm so used to combative games or competitive games that trying to work out how a team should operate, how roles work, how abilities interact, that's a challenge. So I'm sitting down playing some co-ops and just trying to get a sense of how the different things work. The thing I like about this is this questions the concept of a board. Now, a board represents space, and it's supposed to represent movement of characters. Now, there are co-ops where you don't have to use that. Elder Sign doesn't use a board. It uses the cards as a way of determining movement of characters. It uses the token. You place it on the card of the room, so it doesn't matter if you move. Whereas you've got what's a good one? Eldritch Horror, which is similar theme, that sort of thing. But you've got a big map, and the movement is far more free. So you move, you follow the lines on the map, and that clearly indicates movement, but it restricts where you're capable of going. Whereas in Elder Sign, you can just jump from room to room. It doesn't really matter. Then you've got Shadows over Camelot, which has you can pretty much jump from anywhere to anywhere, but where you go determines what activity is going to happen. So that's That's different again. Then you've got Legendary Encounters, and Legendary Encounters has just a mat. And so that's sort of like, and that just represents all the complex. So you don't move anywhere, you just watch the aliens move through the complex, and where the aliens are determines what you're capable of doing. Your cards, your attack cards can reach so far into the complex, or can attack certain spots or scan certain spots. I like how this board works. I like how things shift and change, but I'm not sure that that's the experience we want to go for. And that's the big question. What's the experience? With a co-op, I think you want to have an experience of interaction. The whole time I'm thinking about this game, I'm thinking of a fantasy game, I keep thinking of the oppression of an ever-growing, ever more powerful enemy. But that doesn't yet encapsulate why it would be co-op. So when you include co-op as a condition, what's the experience? And I guess that's what I have to really try and get out of Ricky, is get him to describe what the experience should be on a co-op level, as well as, in terms of the fantasy theme that we're going for, or, just trying to bring those elements together. I'm really struggling with this, but this is part of the design process, working these things out, asking these questions. So I'll be asking some more. In the meantime, I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts out loud. Room 25, I haven't played it with anyone else yet, just played it on my own, but I'm kind of enjoying it. It hasn't got a great rap, but maybe people have overlooked the one-player option. Maybe one player is just really good. I had fun. It was puzzling. I enjoyed the way everything worked together. Got me thinking. Anyway, just problem solving, working stuff out. Until next time, I'm Dave Adams. See ya.